पैसा खुदा तो नहीं, पर खुदा की कसम खुदा से कम भी नहीं. This is a saying regarding money. And why I am saying this? Because today I will be talking about the 11th house lord, or 11th house specifically. So the 11th house refers to gains, elder brother, friends, acquisitions, freedom from misery, and happy tidings. An affliction to the 11th house may result in the loss of brother, friends, loss of wealth, misery, or unhappy news. The exact nature of the results can be gleaned only after an assessment of the whole chart and the afflicting planets. To some extent, the 11th also concerns marriage. Why marriage? Because I think it's the 5th house from the 7th. So to be the marriage to be sound and happy, you should have love. So it's the love house of marriage. After marriage, the partner, if you love her very much, if the 11th lord is very favorable towards the 7th house lord, so it's like that, correlated like that. So in analyzing the significations of the 11th bhava or house, the general strength of the following factors must be studied. That is the bhava, its lord, the karaka, and the occupants. Yogas in the chart bearing on the 11th house must also be taken into account. We shall first study the general combinations and the effects of planets of severely. Result of the lords of the 11th house occupying different houses. Starting with first house. The native will be born in a rich family. He will earn much wealth. According as the 11th lord in Lagna is strong, mindling, or weak, the native will be born in a very rich, fairly rich, or well-to-do family. He will lose an elder brother early in life. Second house. The native will live with his elder brothers. Benefics there give harmonious relations. Malefics cause domestic bickerings, but common residence. The native will earn through commercial concerns and banking business. Business with friends will bring good profits, but if malefics join, the native may suffer heavy losses on account of friends. Okay. Third house. The person will be concert singer or musician and will earn thereby. Gain through brothers is also indicated. He will have many friends and helpful neighbors. Afflictions give contrary results. Third house actually is the house of communication. Fourth house. One acquires profits through landed estates, rentals, and products of the earth. His mother will be a cultured and distinguished lady. He will be renowned for his learning and scholarship of various subjects. He will live in comfort and enjoy all joys in life. He will have a devoted and charming wife. I have the 4th house, 11th house lord in 4th house. Saturn is in the 4th house. So 4th house is real estate and everything. Once I used to do that business. So 5th house. The native will have many children who will come up well in life. He will indulge in speculations and gain much money. If the 11th lord is afflicted, he will be a gambler and indulge in foolish ventures. If 11th lord is beneficially disposed, the native will be pious and observe many resolves and vows which will enhance his prosperity. 11th house lord in 5th house is good because it's just opposite, but at times it leads to gambling if it's not good in giving results, if it's a bit malefic. Yeah, 5th house denotes children's, gambling, many things, so it's true. Then 6th house, the person gains money through maternal relatives, litigations, and running nursing homes. If the 11th lord is afflicted in the 6th, the native thrives on setting person against person, involves himself on other people's quarrels and antisocial activities. If malefic afflict the 11th lord, the native may lose through similar sources. Actually 6th house is loans, bad debts, hospital also. It's not so you can open a nursing home, maternity, so these type of things come from 11th house also when it is in the 6th. and you will gain profit from that, and you will incur loss also because of that if that planet is afflicted with a malefic. So it is 6,000 means Rogrin Shatru. So you can have enemies also in your business. It can be related to that also. It depends upon how you see that horoscope actually. We don't simply judge that thing. We logically understand those things. Okay, this planet is different actually. This is a good planet. Mars and Saturn give good results in 6th house. Others don't give that much good results because they are the Karaka of the 6th house. So they tend to give good results. Mars makes people doctor. I've seen a doctor's horoscope where Mars is placed in the 6th house. He is an hematologist, so it's understandable. 7th house. The person marries more than once. He prospers in foreign countries. If there are afflictions to the 11th lord, the native carries on license with women of ill repute. He will indulge in trading in flesh and similar immoral activities. If the 11th lord is fortified, the native marries only once but a rich and influential woman. This position is not good because the intensity increases. Means it is 5th of 7th and 7th is marriage, so you want to again do the same thing. The logic is like that, and it's romance, so you tend to change partners or you prefer more women, so it's not good. A repetition of the same thing, so it happens. 8th house. The native, though rich at birth, suffers many calamities and loses much of his money. He will suffer from the deprecies of thieves, cheats and swindlers. If the 11th lord occupies a malefic constellation, the native will be forced to eke out of his living by begging. Okay, the 8th is the house, if 11th lord goes, this is the house for begging. If there is a malefic result. 8th house is never good. 9th house. He inherits a large paternal fortune and will be very lucky in life. He will possess many houses, conveyances, and every other kind of luxury. He will be religious minded and disseminate religious literature. He will be charitable and set up charitable institutions. Well, 9th house is very good. It is the highest level of dharma, 159. So it's the highest level of dharma. When in the ascending orders, if the house is good, the result will be much better. And in the ascending order, if the house is bad, the result will be more. That will be worse. It's good, better, best, and worse, worst. It's like that. So in the 9th house, your dharma increases, and 11th is the house of profit. So if slot in the 9th, it increases the dharma, karma of that person, of that said person. He will be very highly religious. I tend to term it as an orthodox rather than being religious. These two words are not actually interchangeable. They become actually a bit more orthodox. Someday I will explain. 10th house. The native prospers well in his business and makes good profits. His elder brother will also help him in his business. He will earn some prize money for original contributions to the subject of his study or profession. Depending upon the benefics or malefic nature of the planet, he will earn through fair or foul means. Okay, if the planet is malefic or it's seen by any malefic planet or any malefic planet is with it, then the result will be foul money, means black money, and if it's good, then it will be fair money. 11th house. The native will have many friends and elder brothers who may help him throughout life. He will have a happy life with the blessings of wife, home, children, and comfort. It's a very comfortable position for 11th house lord. It increases, and if it's retro, then you can understand he will gain a lot. Retro are sometimes very good. Sometimes if they are in the 6th house, 8th house, 12th house, then it becomes very hard. So always check the retro planets. Their results are not same as like the normal planets give. Even if it's a 0 degree, and if it's retro, means it will be giving more strong results than a 15 degree planet in the normal condition. That's my practically I have judged in my life. My astrology is fully practical. Whatever I see, I feel, and I have judged things for the past 46 years, so I understand. 12th house, he will suffer losses in business. His elder brother will be ailing and much expenditure will be incurred on account of his illness. The native may also lose an elder brother by death. He will have to pay fines and penalties frequently and will be burdened with many domestic responsibilities. Yeah, I know some. I don't want to talk about the 12th house. I tend to miss many things actually. It's not that I don't know, I have seen, but I tend not to talk about negative things a lot. It's better to leave them aside and not to discuss negative things, especially on YouTube. I don't prefer of talking too much about anything negative. These are very general results and must not be applied directly without weighting other factors. According to Satyacharya, if the 11th lord is placed in an evil constellation such as the 3rd, 5th or 7th from that occupied by the moon, the native suffers penury and misery. If the 11th house is flecked on both sides by benefics or otherwise favorable indisposed, one will have a powerful elder brother. The native will earn fabulous wealth through his mother. Benefics in the 11th house augments the signification of the bhava, while malefic diminish them both qualitatively and quantitatively. Here I want to add that many people, there is a saying, a very common saying, that if Rahu is positioned in the 11th house, then that person is very lucky. Actually, he is not lucky. Actually, things come from the bad path actually.